Hey, it's Amber from Biceps After Babies. I'm going to teach you how to perform a Romanian deadlift. A lot of people ask the question, what is the difference between a conventional deadlift and a Romanian deadlift? There's a couple of things that are different. The first thing is that a Romanian deadlift starts from a standing position. This is the beginning of the movement. With a conventional deadlift, you are starting with the bar on the ground, knees are bent. So the beginning of the movement is different. The Romanian deadlift starts from the extended position at the top. The deadlift starts from the floor. With the deadlift, you tend to have more knee bend. You're recruiting a little bit more of those quadriceps, trying to get as many of the leg muscles as possible to help drive that bar up. With the Romanian deadlift, we tend to have a softer knee bend, not such an aggressive knee bend. And so we're getting a lot more of the hamstrings, a lot more of the muscles in the back of the body. So let me show you how you execute the Romanian deadlift. Coming up to the bar, we're gonna grab it in a normal stance, so heels are a little bit outside of hips, hands are a little bit outside of the shoulders. And again, the position, the lift starts from here. This is the start of the Romanian deadlift position. I don't start from the floor, I start from the top, standing straight up. From here, I'm going to think about hinging my hips back as I let the bar hang down in front of me, coming down to a nice long stretch. I feel a big stretch in my hamstrings, and then I'm squeezing my hamstrings and my glutes to bring that barbell back up. So again, the bar goes vertically, the bar goes straight up and down, it doesn't really move. What I do is shift my hips back, bring my chest down, big stretch in the hamstrings, squeeze the glutes and the hamstrings to bring that barbell up. So this is the Romanian deadlift. Things you may start to notice as your Romanian deadlift gets heavier. You can put this up on like a rack to be able to start from an extension position so that you're not having to deadlift the bar up. You may also find that this is going to train your grip really, really great. So if you're wanting that, if you're wanting to improve your grip, improve your deadlift, things like that, this can be a great exercise to be added. If you find that it's your grip that starts to give out when you're performing the Romanian deadlift before the actual legs start to fatigue, you can use straps, lifting straps to be able to kind of hook on, take the grip work out of it and be able to keep that the weight and the exercise in the legs. A couple things. Always, when you are doing a Romanian deadlift, thinking about keeping that core nice and tight. We do not want to round the back. So my back stays nice and flat as I come down, big stretch, pull up. How deep you go on a Romanian deadlift is gonna be individual. I go until I feel a big stretch in those hamstrings in the back of the leg, and then I think about squeezing. Please don't do this. I'm trying to show you, but a lot of times I'll see people come here and then they're like, ugh. We don't need to do that. We just come up to your hips are directly underneath your shoulders, a squeeze of the butt at the top. We don't need to hyperextend, but this is gonna be a really great exercise for the lower body, for the legs, for the hamstring, even a little bit for that lower back. We can also perform this with dumbbells. So if you don't have access to a barbell, grab your dumbbells. With the dumbbells, it's gonna be a very similar movement. The bar or the dumbbells are just going to stay in front of the body. Hips are going to shift back, just like you had a barbell, big stretch of the legs and a big squeeze up. So very similar movement. If you don't have access to a barbell, just use your dumbbells.